late not late bloomers. Anyways, I had a couple of you say, can you come on a little bit later? I don't ever get to see you live because you're always gone, and I'm up late. And so I figured I'd come on late tonight. It was convenient for me, it's convenient for you. So I want to, and also I wanted to come here and remind you there's 3 more days. Hey guys! Hey Kelly! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. It's so nice to see your name, a familiar name and face. It's 11:30 a.m. in Australia. I was about to go to bed. Never mind. She's like, never mind. This is going to be a train wreck. We got to watch this. So the Saint Last Chance sale is until Thursday. And so I've been trying to answer as many questions as possible. So go get the 50% off items. And, if you want swatches of anything or you want some questions answered, let me know. I want to show you how to use this little palette right here. It's the 8 palette. I normally have the bigger palette. Whatever palette you get, they're all magnets, so your colors just kind of pop into them really easy. And it's just a great, convenient, like, compact way to do your makeup with this compact. See what I did there? If you want to get your shades, just comment match, and I'll tell you what your shades are. I usually do my makeup, I start out with, like, the contour shade, but somebody said, can you use this makeup just by, like, dusting on your foundation? Just, like, doing foundation all over first. The whole idea is that we are creating dimension. So that's why you normally see me doing like contour here and then my brightening highlight here. And then, all the shades go where they go. But I ain't your mama, Saint's not your mama. You can do whatever you want. If you are someone who is just like, you're just like, I don't know. I just want to put on my colors, whatever. You can do that with this. And so that's what I'm doing now. So I'm just taking my blush and bronzer brush, which, by the way, join my beauty group on Facebook. I may or may not have some news coming up about brushes here soon. Anyways, so join my beauty group. Just comment VIP and I'll send you the link on Facebook. Anyways, when you join my beauty group, that's where I drop all the information there first. Hey, Chrissy! I'm so glad to see you. Hey, Ananda. Not me delaying and cleaning my house to watch this live. Leanne, you're so sweet. I love you. I love you guys. Hi. Oh my gosh, so cool. I'm so glad you guys are here. So yeah, if you are someone who's like, I can't get with this program of like doing contour first and then the brightening highlight. If you just take this makeup, this is not like liquid foundation, it's different, okay? It's going to melt into your skin. So we're just kind of like pressing it in. So this isn't like liquid where you would like paint a wall and then make sure that everything's like the perfect even like amount of paint all of, like, it's not like that. Hi girl, hi. I'm just kind of taking my main shade and dusting it all over. So this is not going, it's really, really light makeup. This is kind of why I don't really do it this way very much. But yes, you can take just one shade, like your main highlight, your main, your foundation, whatever you want to call it, dust it all over, okay? So when you do it this way, don't try to get the full coverage that you get with a liquid foundation because you still have more makeup to add. So don't try to be like, don't try to get that coverage. You're going to put on too much and you're going to regret it. Can you please say hi? Hi, Logan. Hi. Okay, so now that I have dusted on my main shade, and by dusted, I mean literally like treat it like it's powder, treat it like it's a powder, and then just kind of like pressing also, like let it melt into your skin, okay? So let's just say we have this really light sweepy of our main shade. Oh, I can totally help you. I'll, let me screenshot that so I make sure you can text me too directly. Y'all, if you text me, it's not a robot, it's me, I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Okay, so I just dusted on my main foundation shade. When you get a color match, like you comment match, it'll automatically send you the link to my color match form because I know how to work automations now, which I didn't before, but whatever. Anyways, comment match. And then whenever you do your color match, I will, I got some. You'll send me a selfie. I'll help you figure out, your shades and all of that. So, comment match. I'll do all the things. You can also just text me, whatever. So, okay. This brush is the blush and bronzer brush. She's big, right? When you choose your brushes, you want to make sure it fits the area that you're applying the makeup in. When I do my contour, I don't want to cover my whole face. So I kind of cheat. Instead of using a different brush, squeeze it like this. Hey, Jen, I just squeeze it. Look, I'm cheating. Just squeeze it. Tap into your contour. And now it's a whole different brush, right? Like you might use a brush like, where's this little oh, this one. See how this one, she's like this? And look, she fits perfectly right there in the contour. Look. See what I mean? Just get your brush to like fit. You don't have to use 6,500 brushes. I mean, you can. They all do different jobs, but hi from Brooklyn. Hey girl, hey. Brooklyn. Okay, so I am just, this is not like a super wet like cream. It's just really pretty. It's like a silky powder almost is kind of what it feels like. So I just kind of stamp this contour onto the areas where it goes. Hey, oh, Ottawa. At first I thought it said otter, and I'm like, there's otters in the lake behind my house. I'm a little slow, it's fine. Okay, so when I apply these colors like a stamp, I just kind of press it into my skin, and look, this makeup will like kind of soften on your face, and we're getting dimension. We want dimension because it makes us look younger. It makes our cheekbones more enhanced. It kind of enhances the things that we want to enhance. It'll help to camouflage the things we're not super crazy about. Wet cream makeup makes me go, yeah. When I first saw this makeup, I was like, ew, cream makeup, ew, that's disgusting, ew. And so when I tell you that it's just a really lovely finish, there's nothing super crazy about it. What's cool about this makeup is like, unlike regular liquid foundation, this will give you coverage, color correction. There's only 11 ingredients. They're clean. It's good for your skin because of the beeswax in it. And then you're dimensionalized and it's very, very light. Same brush. See, I put all my dark colors. We're going to squeeze it again to cheat. Tap, tap, tap into my brightening highlight. Tap, tap, tap into this little corner. See, we'll just tap, 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 tap. It's just a baby. Like you don't have to like mash and swirl and drag your makeup. It is really, really cool. So unlike other makeups where you put it on your face and then you instantly just start like swirling like you're making Nesquik or something, we're just pressing this into our skin, okay? Oh, you got the glass serum. Isn't it so good? You guys, this is the stuff that I've been talking about. Drunk Elephant. I love their stuff already. They came out with this Amino Rain Glass Water Serum, and when I tell you, it make your skin look like glass. It's gorgeous. You need it. I freaking love it. I have a $20 off coupon. So if you want it, just comment like, I think it's like elephant. Comment elephant and I'll send you the link. It really is the best makeup. So actually my best friend, Nail Junkie, she does my custom press-on nails. And she came to visit me last month and she just let me do a bunch of nails. So she actually let me do these. And so these are the colors that I chose. And so she taught me how to do press on so they look like a shit show. Like she would do it much better, but I thought they were cool. So she had already created these for me with this like neon red color, and then I just created these little tie dyes. If you want the best custom press-ons that are actually affordable, go see my girl Nail Junkie. Just Nail Junkie 615. I'm telling you, it really makes your skin look so, so good. Yeah, for the $20 off coupon, just comment elephant and I'll make sure that you get, it's like Drunk Elephant will not, you know how like when you're an influencer and people are like, do you want to work with us? Like we'll give your followers a discount and you'll get a commission. Drunk Elephant won't, they not interested, but that's the one brand that I love more than anything. And so they won't work with me. So I don't earn money or anything, but they did it like a referral. Like, hey, if you like, we'll give you 20 if you share 20. So I'm like, I know people want $20 off and I'll get $20 off. So whatever. So I go nuts with the Drunk Elephant, I guess, but it's $20 is $20, right? Okay. So anyways, yeah, if you definitely get the Drunk Elephant. Also, I did my lashes today. I did a video, so I'll make sure to post that because so many of you were like, can I get the lashes? So if you want my lash link, just comment lashes and, it's the Lashify. It's my discount code for the Lashify. They're freaking amazing. Yeah, I'm telling you. Their sunscreen is really good too. I really love Drunk Elephant because there's not a whole bunch of like added ingredients. Like it's just easy and like really light and really beautiful. Okay, so brightening highlight here in my T-zone, but I'm not painting a wall. I'm just pressing it in. It's not literal, right? So whenever I press this into my skin, you'll see that I'm bright here, but I'm dark here, but I have coverage here. And so whenever you start to like tap all these colors in together, it creates this really beautiful dimension that you just can't get with liquid foundation without a bunch of stacking of a bunch of products. So that's why you need this makeup. So if you are old as Methuselah, mature skin ladies, get this stuff. This palette is smaller than I normally use. Like I have all the shades and whatever, but it can be this simple too. There's also a smaller one that's just like 1 layer, 4 shades, whatever. Hey Amanda, it's so good to see you. Foundation, concealer, contour, Comet Match. I will tell you what shades to get. Yeah, I should really show that more, Carrie, because I know that not everyone is like the same. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone likes it the same. But also, like, there's companies like It Cosmetics and like L'Oreal, for instance, they send me like foundations, and Benefit sent me the new foundation, the new professional foundation, and I'll like. Everybody's like, you can't share those because you sell Saint makeup. And it's like, first of all, I don't get paid from them. I'll do whatever I want. Like, if I post about it, fine. If I don't, fine. Like, but I think it's still beneficial to kind of share, like, what is out there as far as makeup. And if you don't buy this makeup from me, like, my goal is to make women feel confident, not exactly like sell makeup. You know what I mean? I just want to kind of share what makes me confident, but also share what else is out there. I don't care. After my makeup is done, I usually use a setting powder here. You don't have to. Setting powder is not necessary with this makeup. It's really a preference thing. How do you blend to the neck? I keep seeing like a clear line. Okay, so if you're seeing a line on your neck, it just means that your shade is probably too dark, or you're using too much or not blending enough. So if I take this shade, for instance, and I were to apply this in like Ulta, right? And you might see like, oh, that's a little darker than what I'm used to. But whenever you blend it in, like when you press it into your skin, it should match your neck like perfectly, right? Like the opacity is different than liquid foundation. This will blend much lighter, much more sheer. It's just not the same. But because of when you add more colors and less layers, you actually get more coverage than like more dimension than you'd get with just your regular foundation without the texture and all the cracking and the caking and the creasing, right? So if it's not matching your neck, but even if it matches up here, if your neck is lighter, take your lighter shade down here on your jaw. That's another cool thing about this makeup is it's versatile. So if my neck is lighter than my face, I can use that light color down here, but if I still like that darker shade, I can use that up here. And it all just melts together like butter. I can't say butter. It's gotta be butter. Melts together like butter. Butter. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure. Another kangaroo. You guys, comment the word remind if you want to be on my list to get remind, like my monthly newsletters, but also updates for when we're launching in the UK, not in the UK, in Australia and New Zealand. So I'm hoping to get more updates on that soon. Okay, foundation, concealer, contour, right? That's kind of like to get our dimension. I like bronzer too. This is bronzer. See how you don't use very much at all. You press this into your cheeks right here, just like that. Just on the high points, right? So bronzer is going to give us warmth where contour gives us the cool. So they kind of go in the same area, like in general, right? The contour goes in that shadow, the bronzer goes on the high points. And so this is just added dimension. But even though we're putting makeup on top, Mackenzie Jean, Lord, I can't grab my hair. Even though I'm putting bronzer on top of the colors I just did, this makeup is so light and you use so very little that if you do end up stacking your makeup, It's not that cereal. Like, it ain't that cereal. It's not that serious. Like, it's very light, and they all melt together. So whereas you have like a liquid foundation and then there's alcohol in it, so it evaporates, right? And then you have this really beautiful, like, flawless finish. Now you're one dimensional. Everything is the exact same shade. But if you look at your face in front of like a direct light source, like I have a ring light here, you'll see, and you can actually see under my makeup how the light is shining right here to make it brighter. It's shining right here. And that's exactly where I put the brightening highlight. When I did like this and turned my face, I could see that shadow. And that's exactly where I put my contour. So the whole idea is we are getting the dimension, like those angles and the brightness that a light would give us if the light source wasn't there. So as soon as you do your makeup and you're like, yep, I look great, my foundation looks amazing, because you're using your liquid foundation, you're putting it on your face, the light source is showing your angles and whatever, you walk away from that light source, all your angles are gone, you're one dimensional again. So the whole concept is to, whatever the light source is doing, so it's creating brightness here, it's creating those shadows, we're just enhancing those with the makeup so that when the light source isn't there, we still have those angles and the brightness, right? So it's kind of cool. It's like a I don't do science or math, but I could make up you to death. Anyway, so this is why we're doing more colors and less layers. So everybody's like, well, I don't want to highlight and contour. Can I just slap on my foundation? Yeah, do whatever you want. And when you sit in front of your light, you're like, yep, this is great lighting. My face looks great. Ooh, look at those angles. Now take away the light source. Is your angle still there? No, it's not. And your cheeks look full. So now go snatch them to Jesus with some contour. You're welcome. Oh man, come swimming. I'm telling you, it is so hot. It is hot as blazes outside. We'll have a pool party. Okay, so this is the 8 palette because it holds 8 shades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next layer is 4, 2, right? So foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer. My next layer has a blush color, a lip color, an illuminator, and eyeshadows. Like, easy peasy, right? You build this however you want. Every shade is $16. Pop it into your palette. The 50% off last chance items are still there. If you want to go shop the 50% off, comment shop. I will send you the link directly to the last chance items. They're there till Thursday, or until some of them already sold out. But they're taking them away forever and ever. Amen. I don't know why. They're good colors too. I do have Jelly. Jelly was the free gift with purchase, right? I like Jelly. She's very, very sheer and really pretty, simple, really nice pink. Okay, so on this level, I have my blush. So same thing. I squeeze it, tap it, tap it, tap. Tap it, tap, tap. Kind of right over my bronzer. Again, these colors look scary. You might be like, oh, that's so pink. What am I going to do? Nah, girl. Nope. Look, I even need to add more. You know what I mean? Like you can add this really lightly, you can build it up, but what you see is that I started with this foundation shade that wasn't super full coverage, but look what's happening. I'm adding all these other shades, and it's like, you can still see my skin. You can still see that I have texture. You can still see that I'm a real boy. Like, I'm a real boy. Like, I have human skin. You can still see that I have lines. You can still see I have freckles. You can still see all those things, but a lot of us just need the even skin tone, which this will do with a little bit of color correcting. A lot of these shades have like yellow and orange. A lot of foundations have the yellows and orange bases or whatever, but it's very color correcting. But the reason that a lot of us are scared of the yellows and oranges is because in 8th grade, we did those foundations and they were too orange or too yellow or too dark, and we had that line. You won't get that with this. If you have a line here, and if you have your main foundation shade, right, and you're like, oh, my neck isn't matching, my neck is too light and this is too dark, take your concealer shade and just tap it down here. Like, then it will match, and then everything else is fine. You see how when I brighten that, it really brought it like out. Bright comes forward, dark goes back. So you can do so many different things, but if that's only because my neck is darker now. So if this was lighter, then this would blend, and it wouldn't. Listen, it's a whole science, okay? I know what I'm doing. Just don't trust strangers on the internet, but Listen, if you're here, we're family. Okay, this Olive Garden. They have the best breadsticks. Oh Lord, I can't stop with the breadsticks. Anyways, when you hear your family, so don't trust strangers on the internet. Go with God. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't your mama. Okay, these colors like this. Yeah, you can mix your colors too. If you start to get a little darker, tap in a little bit of bronzer with your main shade. Oh yeah. Or just text me and be like, hey, my color's too light. It was in the winter. Now it's summer. Whatever. I can help you. These colors that look dark, they're not as dark as you think they are. So I'm going to need you to, don't tell me what to do and be like, you need to match me to something lighter. Girl, no, I don't, because you're going to make your lips go away. And then you're not going to have no lips. So can y'all just please, Lord bless it. I can't have y'all out here running around all willy-nilly looking crazy, okay? So I'm here to build confidence, not make you feel like a darn clown. So when I tell you to get the shade, it's not someone told me you match me to this dark shade. Do you think I'm goth? And I was like, nah, girl, put it on. And so she's like, okay. And then she did, and she's like, I'm really sorry. Like, I really love you. And I'm like, I love you too. We're besties. Anyway, I'm just saying that happened every day. Every day, there's someone who says, I don't know. And I'm like, girl, put on a damn color. Just listen. I don't know what to tell y'all. Anyways, I know what I'm doing, okay? I can't have y'all looking crazy. Number one, it's bad for business. Number two, for 40 years, I was an ugly fat girl, and I was not confident, and I know what that feels like, and I will not let nobody feel like that, not here. So if I match you to a shade that I even think will make you look crazy, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that to you. No, ma'am. Illuminator, see, really pretty, like, or what we might call it, Ulta highlighter or whatever, but it's confusing because these are the highlights, like the main highlight and the brightening highlight. So they had to come up with a new name for the highlighter, so we're calling it Illuminator. Saint's fancy. Saint be churching things up. That's what we do around here. We're Saint be churching things up. Anyway, so we are taking our illuminator. I just use my fingers and press it in because this is cream. Everything just melts. There's not going to be none of that powdery, cakey, weird. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's gross. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, this is the stuff I'm telling you. the flagpole. So if y'all are new here, this is how I describe Saint makeup. These colors, they're bullies, and here's why. Because it's called Royal, but she magical. Look, this Royal. Oh, she looks so scared. No. As soon as I put her on, everybody wants her, and they're like, oh, that color's so pretty. And I'm like, thanks, it's the darkest one. She looks black on the website, just like Black Cherry. They look black, but they not. They look like this. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so I call these colors, they're dark. And so they're bullies. There's a school bully. What happens when the school bully walks in? She's got the nicest dress. She's dressed so nice, and she's like so fancy, and she's like, look at me, and she drives a Porsche, right? And then no, Royal's not on sale. But she's the fancy girl, and she's like, I could kick your butt. Like, I am Regina George, right? And she's like, and you're like, oh, I'm so scared of her. Like, I really want to be her friend, but also I'm scared of her. And like, she's going to pick on me. And then she tells you, she's like, you are stupid, and you can't read good, and your mama sat on Skittles and made a rainbow. And like, she's really mean to you, right? And you're like, wow, she real dark. And we're like, ooh, we don't want to mess with her, right? But what do we know about bullies now that we're not children? There's still bullies that exist because they bless their heart. But the Lord has seen to. Anyways, now as grown-ups, we know that, what do we know about bullies? We know that they ain't shit, right? Like, they ain't nothing. They just got a hurt soul, right? Like, there's something wrong with them. Like, they're hurt people, right? So anyways, this bully, she's all big and bad, and then she's like, you didn't do nothing but I want to fight you out of the flagpole. Meet me at the flagpole after school, right? And you're like, oh man, like, you can't say no, because then you don't want everybody to think you're a pussy, right? Like, oh, I can't be a bitch, right? I gotta show up to this fight. She's gonna kick your butt, and you're like, all right, well, I guess I'll show up to this fight. I'm really scared. And then so you go there, and she's like, you're expecting her to like really like go to town, like go to pound town, like she's gonna kick your butt. And then she starts like slapboxing it, and she's like this, and then that's the same as you like putting on the shade, and you're like, that's all you got. oh, all right, I ain't so scared of you. And that's why I call these colors bullies, because they look all scary and you're scared of them, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna kick your butt. And then you actually like, you're like, you don't want to look like a sissy, so you show up at a flagpole, and then you think she's about to really just like pull it back, and then she starts slap boxing. And then just one take right out. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't scared of you. Anyway, so if you ever hear anybody say these are bullies, it's because they are. They look big and bad, but they're beautiful inside. They're just a little hurt and a little dark. And so when you put them on, you know what I mean? When you show them some love, they shine a lot brighter. So anyways, that's the dark colors. So, and it's the same as your foundation shade too. I match people all the time to these shades, and they're like, girl, that's not me. And I'm like, put it on your face. Put it on your freaking face. And then she's like, see, and she swatches it, and I'm like, blend it. And then she blends it, and she's like, oh, okay. Girl, it must be a mess in your head, because it is listen, I got ADHD, OCHD, it's a whole big thing. So I try to explain stuff in a way that, makes people understand it. So if you're still here, that means that, you just as cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs as I am, and we should be friends. Okay, so foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer, illuminator, blush, lipstick, eyeshadows. Y'all, please don't be scared of these shades. Please do not be scared of your makeup. You can do a whole a whole face in one little palette. It's just, girl, same. It's the alphabet. It's the alphabet soup in my head. And then you got the PTSD, and then you got the PMS, and the OCHD, ACHD, OCD, and girl, it's wild. It's wild in here, but it's fun. And I'm here to build confidence. Like, that's one thing I love about this, is that it's different than most makeup that we're used to. Like, it's not the streamlined makeup. Like, you got to put it on and be like, oh, now I get it, right? But then it's like, once you do it, like, it's holy banana. Like, I can recreate this every day. So like, when I would do someone's makeup, like as a makeup artist, they'd be like, oh man, my makeup looks really good. And they're taking selfies or FaceTiming their husband, and so, oh, pretty new highlighter, calling their mom, whatever. And so then like, they'll be like, hey, I really loved my makeup. I don't want to take it off. Gosh, I just love how I look when you did my makeup. Like, I just felt so pretty, right? But what's cool is that when you take it off, you can do it the next day. Whereas like, if a makeup artist does your makeup, you can't just recreate what they do, right? A lot of people can't do that. Like, we don't know how to do that. But with this, you can. And that's what's cool. And so that's why I show up here every single day with either a stupid video or a vulnerable something just to let you into my life, or be silly or have fun. Something just to help you build confidence in yourself, but in your makeup too. Because most women that have told me, I don't wear makeup. I just don't want to wear makeup. And when I finally like get to the bottom of it, after like talking to them, I come to find out they don't wear makeup because they just don't know how, or they don't feel worthy, or they're like, whatever, I just like stay at home. There's no point. Like, I'm not pretty anyways, or whatever, or I'm just, what, I just don't feel pretty. This is one of those things that you put it on your face, and then you're like, I don't give a crap who shows up today. The milkman, the garbage man, the astronaut man, whatever man, like, hey, little girl, I got candy, come get in the van. She's confident. She's going. Like, you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if nobody shows up. You look in the mirror and you do a double take. Hey, girl. And there's just something about, like, looking at your reflection and being like, oh, my eyes look brighter. Or what? It's just a fun way to enhance your looks. You don't need the makeup to be beautiful. You already are. But it's just fun to be able to enhance things, or like even our skin tone, little things like that. And so that's what I like to, that's why I love this makeup so much, because it makes it easy for women, attainable, easy. Do you know what I mean? And so that's another reason. Hey girl, hey! That's another reason when I say like, go, hi dear. So I'm so glad to see you, my friend. Hi, it's good to be seen. These 50% off shades, I call these a scary color. Well, some of them are scary, some of them ain't. And I don't know why they've taken these colors away from us, but whatever. When you see a scary shade, they're 50% off right now. So if you're like one of the girl mathers like this one, and you're like, well, it's 50% off, it's basically free, put it in your palette. even if you just go nuts and be like, all right, balls to the wall, I'm getting these shades because they're half off. So it's buy one, get one. So it's basically free, add to cart, whatever. Send me the shades and be like, all right, girl, I bought these shades I got a wild hair up my ass and I bought these crazy shades. I don't know what to do with them. I'll create a look for you. I'll show you how to wear it. But like in a way that's like, oh, okay. Oh, praise God. I thought I was going to look like a gangbang by Crayola, right? So anyways, I really do love. What's one of your favorites that's leaving? That's a horrible question. That's like asking me to choose between my children. Well, this is a horrible question. You're mean. They're all just so pretty. The reds, I think, I really like the reds, the pomegranate, holly, colors like that, just because they really pop well, and they're not actually as red with like other browns and with pinks. Like you can totally change the tones of them. The oranges, I think that Leo, Havana, and Tangerine, I think those are a mistake to get rid of. Those are great colors for like blue eyes and green eyes, but blue eyes to make them really pop. I think getting rid of the blues is a mistake. I think a lot of people don't wear blue, but they should. Blue eyes are very, very, very common. And blue eyeshadow is amazing for making blue eyes pop. I don't know if y'all know that, but it is. So getting rid of the blues, instead of getting rid of them, I feel like we should just be like teaching women how to wear them. That's the problem. We look at a color and go, ugh, we can't do that. But when you put them on, you start to see like, oh, that's not actually a shit show like I thought it would be, you know? So things like that. So like I'm wearing purple, for instance. So let's throw on some purple just for shits and giggles, I guess. So if you take a color like, what am I wearing? Purple? What did I say? Purple? Yeah. Like Una, for instance, and she looks like super purple, and you're like, oh man, I can't wear purple. Top left, purple, blue. This one, this is As If. She's real pretty too. But first I'm gonna do Una. This one's a little bit purple. She's a little shimmer right here. I need that big old palette. You do. This is great. This is the 49. The aisle 49. It's this. Oh, bless it. It's this size. This one's 50% off too. This is the aisle 49. They call it an eyeshadow palette. It's all a magnet. You could put your makeup in. Anyways, it's this size. And she's the hard plasticky. So she's like, this is where these are made of like recyclable materials. You can see mine's falling apart after 3 years. These are made of recyclable materials. This is like plastic. And so these are half off. So if you want the big one, go get this one. And here's the baby one. This is the aisle 20 palette. And it's the same. It holds 20 of this size. And it's got the big mirror and the hard plasticky with the real pretty like, and these are really pretty. 50% off right now. These are the last chance. If you want the link to shop the 50% off stuff, just comment shop. And I set up the Instagram to be like, oh, shop. And then it sends you the link directly to the sale stuff. Anyways, okay, sorry, squirrel. So this purple shade, this Una color, look, don't ask me why they taken her away. I think they should have asked my opinion, but they didn't. It's fine. Anyways, this is Una. That's Una, but she looks real purple and scary, right? This color, As If. She's just a dark purple. But when you dust her on, look. She is just a baby. She's not crazy. She's a bully trying to meet you at the flagpole. And all you gotta do is just like kind of tap her out here a little bit. Look. Y'all see what I mean? She's not scary. She's just a little hurt in the heart. And hurt people. So we need to just like, she's gonna try to slap box and you thought she was gonna punch you in the face. And you know what I mean? Anyways, and then just these really beautiful shades that you can put together to create like really pretty looks. Like that one is As If and Una. So this color is As If. So this is the dark purple shade. That's her right there. And get the Blur brush. It has a really nice like dense end and a fluffy end. So it's like it's the eyeshadow brush. But with a denser end and it's whatever. So this is, nope, lying. This one is As If. So this purple, see how she looked real dark, but she not scary. That one's As If. She's 50% off. And if she's your scary shade, y'all, if you, I know I talk a lot, but listen, if the color is dark, pick like 2 or 3 bristles and be like, yeah, you guys are my favorite. Boo, 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 boo. So light. It's just a baby. And if you say that out loud, it's just a baby. You cannot be violent while you're saying, it's just a baby. You can't. Like, it's impossible. You'd be like, it's just a baby. And you're like mashing. But if you're like, it's just a baby, you can't. Like, your brain doesn't work that way. Yeah. So that's as if. And then I used Una, which is like a barely there kind of like shimmery situation. See what I mean? Like, they're not that scary. Don't nobody listen to me. I try to tell you, but nobody listens. It's fine. And then you can take another shade and just like brighten it up. This one is called As You Wish. No, I will. Love Spell's gone. Love Spell's out. She out. I'm sorry. Love Spell has left the building. Sarah, I might have an extra one. I'm gonna look. I'll message you. This one is called As You Wish. This one's a little bit iridescent. So she's going to add, see how she's got that, like that little pop? If we put her on the inner corner here, we add a little bit of that pinky iridescent pop, whatever. You can get Drift, which is not going to be on sale, and it should never be on sale because that means they're trying to get rid of it, and I ain't having that. But Drift is a really pretty bright color for your inner corner. And you can really like jazz up your, like brighten it up. Just take this, see this Drift color? And just like pop it here. And then pull it up here. Look. See what I mean? It's just a really pretty purple. It don't gotta be crazy. You can even go lighter than this. Like anybody, your mama, do whatever you want. You really want to go balls to the wall? Add some Lyra. Wait, was Lyra on? I don't know if Lyra was the 50% off. Let me try a different one and then I can look later. Just to be sure, but I want to make sure I'm showing you the right stuff. Wasn't Lyra the new one? I don't remember. Anyways, hold on. It's that yellow palette. It might be gone now. This came out like 2 years ago, I think, during summertime, but I think they're going to release new stuff here in the next couple of months. This color, pomegranate. This is what I was telling y'all about the reds. I just did the purple shades, and then I did that Drift color. Watch. Oh, Lord bless it. Watch me add this red. This pomegranate. I tap and blow. Lyra wasn't. Okay, then I had it in here incorrectly. Thank you, Ananda. Look, let's add this red. Oh, you put red on top of purple. What are you doing? Oh my gracious. What are we going to do? I'm just adding, look, do you see what I mean? Like like you do whatever you want. You can build it up with that red and the purple. Listen, I'm just kind of slapping it on all willy-nilly. I'm not really being super careful with it, but this is pomegranate by herself. Look, this is pomegranate. I don't think they're getting rid of Tangled. Tangled is one of our creams that I'm pretty sure they're keeping her. This pomegranate by herself. Look, I got green eyes. Isn't she pretty? She's simple. She's a simple girl. She's real easy to get. You see what I mean? The purples. This is why I don't want them to get rid of the reds, and this is why I'm a little bit angry. This ain't right. I'm like, why y'all getting rid of all these colors? But anyways, they half off now, so I guess go get them for cheap. Double up on some if you can't live without them, because they ain't coming back, I reckon. Colors like, I think Oz was out. What else can we slap on here and make a mess out of? Yeah, I know it's funny, but it really is true. When you apply your makeup, you pick 3 bristles and you say, it's just a baby. Then you can't match, it's just a baby. Like you can't do it. Like, you see what I mean? When you get violent, your voice goes like, But if you say, it's just a baby, you can't possibly push hard. And then that's how you control it. I know y'all think I'm full of baloney, but it's a mental thing. Maybe I'm just mental. It's fine. What is this one? Let's see. So that's pomegranate. Y'all need a pomegranate for sure. What else can we throw on here all willy-nilly? Let's add, ginger. Let's add ginger to pomegranate. Look, this ginger. If you're a brown-eyed girl, this your favorite color. This your new favorite eyeshadow if you're a brown-eyed girl. 100%. I promise you. Yes. I got a tiny dancer. Look. Is that ginger shade? Oh boy. Y'all see what I mean? Have fun with the shades. You don't have to after you use them. Oh, you know what? I don't think, Jen, I've ever done a video on that. So when I take off my lashes, I just take tweezers and hold the spines of them, and I'm just at the sink and I just take the remover and just kind of gently, I'll have the microfiber cloth and I just kind of hold it against there, and then I use the Q-tip with the remover and just gently wipe them. Use a black Q-tip. It's my best tip because then you don't get any white fuzzies. Use the black charcoal Q-tips. It's the best. So you need the pomegranate, you need the ginger, you need the drift, which she's not on sale, but you just need her anyways or else you're crazy. But also they have the powder illuminators. These are 50% off. So if you don't want to get the drift, get the Glamazing. It's kind of similar. She a little bit more punchy. She got a little bit more moxie than the drift, but she's still really pretty. This is Glamazing. You can use her on your lids. She's an illuminator, so you can use her on the high points of your cheekbones. Go ahead and pick up the wash brush. She's 50% off. The wash brush has long, fluffy bristles like this. Yes, I think Graceland is still there. That's not out, I think. Have your mom try. My mom and Tiny Dancer. My mom put on Tiny Dancer and she looked like the Crypt Keeper. It was bad. Some of these shades don't nobody need to be wearing, but I'm glad you're going to use Tiny Dancer on your eyes. Anyways, these shades, look, if you want to do a pop of shimmer on the hot, look at this glow. Whoo, Nelly. Whoo, Nelly. Look, I went a little bit apeshit with these colors, but you get the point. Anyways, do not be scared of these shades. Okay, lip and cheeks. Some of these are sold out. Love Spell is gone. But a lot of these are still left. The yellows, don't be scared. If I hear one more person say, what am I supposed to do with yellow? First of all, it smells like pineapple, like the lip smackers, because that's the whole point. But yellow is more of a toner. It's less of a literal color. So she's going to add, think a little bit of warmth. So just think warmth. And when you press yellow in, see how she adds it's just like a toning situation. So depending on your skin tone, it'll look different. She's just nice to have, to be honest with you. I may have contributed to Love Spell. Love Spell is really pretty. This one, Love Spell was, did I get rid of her because she gone? No, Love Spell was right here. See? I'm too lazy to clean my lashes after I use. Girl, you can get 5 or 6 uses out of the Lashify ones. They're good quality. Make sure you're washing your lashes. I'm telling you, they'll last a long time. Oh, hold on. Got her. Okay. So that was Love Spell. A lot of these shades, they look scary. Lavender Skies, this purple shades. I'm leaving because you're not answering my question. Oh, Brianna, sorry, girl. This is why I hate missing comments. I'm sorry if I do not. Y'all, if I ever ignore your comment, and it's not on purpose, I'm so sorry. I try to stop and answer, do a Meghan Trainor makeup. What's Meghan Trainor makeup? Does any Meghan Trainor makeup? Does she have her own makeup line? I would never. Y'all, I grew up for 40 years, the ugly fat girl, and I've been ignored, and my biggest fears are rejection and abandonment. I will not do that to anybody else. So just know it's not intentional, and I love you. Okay, Lavender Skies, she's purple. She's not scared. I'm telling y'all. I try to tell y'all. Don't nobody listen to me, but look, that's the purple. That's the Lavender Skies. Y'all go nuts with these 50% off shades. They're not as scary as they look. I'm telling you. And if you don't like it, well, guess what? It was $7. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Go get the dang shades. And then when you put it on your face and you do it real lightly and you're like, oh, Mackenzie said this was going to look crazy, but then it won't. And then you'll be like, I told you so, and all said, and then you'll say, and it's a whole big thing. Anyways, go get the freaking 50% off. Comment shop, and I'll send you the link. If you just want your color match to get regular makeup, comment match. It's very glowy. It's very pretty. The powder illuminators are on sale. I don't know. I hate that they're taking these colors away, but I mean, they cheap. So girl math is free. Go get your giveaway. You know what I mean? What is Meghan Trainor makeup? Is that a trend? Blah. Yeah, comment shop. It'll take you right to the half off items. If you want to get a color match, we'll do the color match, and you can still get the hat, whatever, build your own adventure. These are only $16. You choose every palette is a magnet. If you like this big one, you can, this is 3 years. She finally came apart. But if you like that big one, get this one. She's the real, but if you're someone who's like, oh, I like to have, ooh, she's a magnet, you can tell. I have my color correctors in here. I have illuminators, eyeshadows, lip and cheek colors. I have my contour, my bronze. Man, the magnet is very strong. It will stay closed. I have my lip and cheek colors, my foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer, illuminator. It's all there. Setting powder. They're fun. They really are. So anyways, all right. Well, y'all, I had to. What is that? Don't bring that stuff in here. You got some Play-Doh looking stuff. I had to take care of that. Anyways, comment shop, get the 50% off stuff. What is the best for beginners? If you are a beginner and you're like, oh, I don't know, I see your makeup, but also, like I'm a little bit skeptical. What, baby?
I'm gonna go to bed, okay?
Okay. I love you.
Love you.
Brush your teeth. Did you take a shower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brush your teeth and wash your face and all the things. Get a palette like this. Not this one. I call this a baby palette. She's just a baby. Just get your color match and get these three, like your foundation, concealer, contour, blush. It'll give you enough to get that dimension and just to get a feel for the makeup, and then you can add more. And then just get you like the 3D brush. I recommend the 3D brush. The 3D brush for starters. I think it's the best one. That's the one with that's this one. She got the little point because she fits right here, and then she can blend it, whatever. So just get a small little 4 palette, 4 shades, and it's like, I don't know, it's like $100 for the palette, the 4 shades, and the whatever. If hooded eyes, okay, hold on, that's a good question. Hooded eyes, how would you wear as if? I'm gonna do it for real this time. I was kind of just like messing around and like slapping things on. Let me show you. I did this video where I broke my eye down into quadrants. I'm gonna show you real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna learn it. Ooh, oh yeah, I want to see those pictures. Send those to me, please. Is it good for almost 50? Girl, this good if you old as Methuselah. The older you are, the more you need this makeup. There's no alcohol in it. So whenever you put it on your face, and you know how like when you put on foundation and then like if you sit still, it's fine. But if you start moving, like it starts cracking, that's because it's evaporated. There's no moisture in it. And once it sucks all the hydration from your skin, which is, we don't want that, then it's just like cracking. And that's when you get the cracking and the caking and the creasing and all that jazz. So, I say the older you are, the more I recommend it. It will move with your skin. You can use much less, and there will be no, like, not texture, nothing. Love you, baby. Okay. She doesn't brush your teeth, take a shower. Sure will. Got an IT tech in here tomorrow. Okay. This is a washable marker. Okay. So, yes, I'm going to tell her that because she does want one of them lifts. Okay, check this out real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm gonna let y'all go to bed because I know it's late. Look, cut your eye in half. Basically half. It's basically my crease and not my crease. It's basically my below and above my crease, and then the arch of my brow left and right. So just do like halfsies, half and half. Like, oh, we need to draw that line. This gonna give you a good visual. Okay, I'm explaining to you how your eyeshadow is gonna work. I don't care who you are. I don't care how hooded your eye is. I do not care. Hold on, we gotta let this dry for a minute so it don't get all smeared and weird. Okay, I want to let that marker dry. Okay, so if you use the darker shades, right? So this is what I recommend for your makeup. So you cut your eye into quadrants, not like literal crosshairs. Thank you, crosshairs, Lord. They're going to kick me out of the Instagram. Okay, so listen. Don't literally draw on your eyeball with markers. I do not recommend this. Disclaimer, like, don't sue me if you get marker in your eye. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so whenever you apply your makeup, This is what I recommend. If you're going to use a dark shade and you're like, I have a hooded eye, then you want to bring it up to Jesus. But here's where we start. Let's say we start with like a nice neutral base. This one, she's called Lily. She's 50% off too. She's a nice little purple. Okay, so this base color, she's going to go all over the bottom quadrant, right? But see how when I open my eye, this all disappears. See, you can't even see that line anymore, right? So we want to bring this above that line, about halfway. So let's say 3/4, right? So we want to bring it like about halfway into these quadrants, okay? So this is like, we break it like, see? So that when you open your eye, you can still see the color. But see how all of this is hidden, but you can see this because we want to bring this up that high. Not to the eyebrow, we ain't dead, but it's like, I see the light. And then the Lord's like, no, I ain't ready for you, go back. And then you wake up and then the doctor revives you or whatever. Okay, so we want to bring it up to Jesus, but not all the way because we ain't dead. Okay, that's how we're looking at that. Okay, so this neutral base color all over the lid, under that, in the bottom quadrant, but then up halfway into the top quadrant. Okay, so we just kind of tapping that, right? So now we can see the shade. When we add our dark color, so let's say that's our neutral base color, right? Now we're going to add a dark color. We're like, oh no, where do we put a dark color? What do I have a hooded eye? We're going to start down here, bottom out. So the darker the shade, the lower the outer, okay? Darker shade, low and tight, like low and out, low and out. So darker shade, we're going to use a small brush because it's a small little baby area, right? So small brush. We're just going to tap and blow, get off all the excess. If you don't tap and blow, you just got extra powder laying. It's going to get all over the place. And then you got like fallout, and that's what makes you look like you got like attacked by a family of raccoons, this whole big thing. So down here on the bottom outer quadrant, we're going to put that dark shade. I don't care if this color is black. I don't care if it's green, purple, red, blue. It don't matter. This is where the dark shade goes, out here. So bottom outer quadrant, okay? But when I open my eye, that disappears. But this area, my hood, is what we see. So that's where we want the shade. So we want to bring all this up to Jesus. So again, halfway into this top quadrant. Not all the way to your eyebrow. Don't have a little self-control. Okay, so I'm going to do it on this side too. So let's say we have this bottom outer quadrant here. Dark shadow. So we're using this purple color, right? So bottom outer. So darker shade, lower and outer. Darker shade, lower and outer. But because when you open your eye, that's missing. You can't see it. So then we're going to take this up halfway into that outer quadrant, but only halfway into it, not all the way up, and just lightly tapping. So we basically don't want to like jam a bunch of product there. We just kind of like try to use the residue on your brush, and then if you need more, add more. But this is where that dark pigment goes. Lower and outer, and then halfway into this one if you have a hooded eye. And you can you can eyeball, like you're not gonna have a harsh line like that marker. So see on this one, I have this dark color in the lower outer quadrant, but I'm adding more just to show you, but you don't have to add more. Like you can just use the residue on your brush. Look, so bottom outer quadrant, open my eyes, the color disappears. So bring it up halfway, super lightly. It's just a baby. You have to say that or else you're gonna jam your brush and be all violent. Lightly sweeping, lightly tapping halfway into that top outer quadrant. Okay, you can kind of see that visible line right there, right? So now when I open my eye, you can see the color, right? And then you can lightly sweep that in a little bit, whatever, okay? So when you have a hooded eye, this how I do it. You do it however you want. This is what works for me and all my clients, and they love it, and it's really bright. Just like our contour goes on the outside and our bright goes on the inside, the dark goes on the outside, the bright goes on the inside, okay? So when I take this on the bottom outer quadrant, deposit the pigment, and then start to kind of lightly sweep into that top, halfway up that top outer quadrant, okay? So then your dark shade is here. So you kind of see this line, this up and down line, you can kind of see it here. Take the residue on your brush and lightly start sweeping in. So this will give you that kind of like really nice gradient effect so that you have the dark is still out here, but you're kind of dusting it in. Or you can use the fluffy end of your brush and just kind of tap that in. So you can eliminate the harsh edges just by making sure that there's no more color on your brush. Just use the residue and then just lightly sweep. It's just a baby where those edges are so that it kind of like gets that gradient effect, right? So that's the dark shade. So then you blend it, right? So we put it dark, which is darker shade, lower and outer. And then if you have a hooded eye, halfway up onto the hood, but only on the outer half of the lid. So once you do that, then you can take like your shimmer. So we just used the As If color out here for that darker shade. If you want to add like a bright pop of shimmer on the inner half of your lid, use whatever. Let's use this. This one is the brightest one, so I'll use this one. This one's called Ember. This one is really pretty. She's marbled, and I was like, why the hell did it come with a marbled? I don't know want, but it was really pretty, so trust me. Anyways, the shimmer stays inner, just like our bright color here in our T-zone. The contour is out here, so the dark color's out here, dark color's out here, bright color inside, bright color inside. So this bright color, low and tight, so I'm gonna keep it low under the crease, so just right here. So this bright color where we're gonna brighten the inner half of our lid is gonna go in this bottom quadrant. If I look like an idiot, I don't care. So if you're new here and you're like, oh, she looks stupid. Well, welcome to my channel, I guess. Okay, this is Ember, and see, we're just keeping her in that bottom quadrant. See what I did? And see how I did not put any pigment right here in this top, in the inner top quadrant, but it'll blend, like you'll get it to blend there. So now you just kind of lightly sweep that dark color in, kind of melt those together a little bit. And you can do this with any shades. You can do this with a dark blue and a light blue, or like a nice taupey color with like a really pretty blue or something like that. So, and it's just by breaking it down. So you just put the colors where they go, and then by lightly tapping, you can blend them and get a really pretty blend. And then what I do, and a lot of people seem to like it, but again, it's a preference thing. Take that drift color with a dense brush like that, not a fluffy brush, one that like on the end of it, see how it's like dense and round, it's not fluffy. When you take this drift color and you put her right here with the eye boogers, tap, tap, tap with the eye boogers, right? So tap, tap, tap with the eye boogers. Hey, thanks. When you comment match, it'll send you the color match form automatically. So just upload your selfie tomorrow, and then I'll get you your shades, and then you can still get the half off stuff. Okay, so eye boogers. And then up into that bottom inner quadrant, under the crease, just kind of sweeping into there. So now I'm creating this like gradual, like this gradient effect from this really bright pop of eye boogers up into this bottom quadrant. So that bright pop goes here up into this quadrant, just kind of like sweeping into it, right? Letting it fade into this really pretty shimmer color, which is only in this quadrant. And then it fades into this outer quadrant, which is like a third. So depending on your eye shape, you'll start to see when you, even if you have to take a marker once or twice and like sit at your vanity, they're washable. They come right off. Like, hello. You just, and that's how you break it down. So what you see here is exactly this. Do you see what I mean? So everything I did here, and then blended it. So it's just a really great way to kind of, like teach yourself how to apply it. And then what influencers don't talk about, and I think a lot of people don't talk about, and they're like, oh, I can't get my eyeshadow to look like hers. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Absolutely. I send you to YouTube. I send you my YouTube link. I have like whole like lists, like, eyeshadow, like different categories or whatever, so you can go through them. I try to find stupid ways to explain makeup because people remember it that way. But what people don't tell you is when you talk about the brushes, which if you comment the word VIP, it'll take you to my beauty group on Facebook. There may or may not be an announcement on, what's today? Sunday, Monday to carry the one, Wednesday. So go there. But anyways, what you don't learn about bristles, what brushes, what nobody teaches you is that you have to find, first of all, what size fits the area. So like, I'm not going to try and use this brush to do my eyeshadow. It needs to be a small, appropriate size brush for the area, right? So like this brush, she a little big. So this might be something I'd have to like, just, kind of really be light with. or just use a smaller brush to dust in that area. What size? And then is it dense? Is it fluffy? Because if it's fluffy, then it's going to allow us to really blend it and be really sheer and fluffy. But if the bristles are fluffy, it's going to allow us to blend it. If it's dense, that's for packing on pigment, like just in one area, right? So this is exactly this, just blended and without the demo. See how it's blended? It's pretty, everything's got its place, and it's real nice. I will literally never do my makeup a different way. I got you. I will save it to my Instagrams. And I'll tag you in it too, so you can find it. Anyways, so Comet Match to get your custom face shades. I will help you with that, and you can build a palette, all the different size palettes. There's a zillion of them. You pick the size. They're all magnets, and ooh, thank you. I can't wait to see the pictures. I'm excited. Good. Thank you for sharing too, by the way. I know that must have been really vulnerable for you, so thank you. I'm really excited. Okay. So when I do your color match, I look at your age, your texture, your wrinkles and your lines and all the things, your hair color, all the things. And so you can count on me too. And Saint also has a 30-day return policy. Not with the sale stuff. If it's 50% off, just keep it. They ain't gonna take it back. But with the regular stuff, like if the color match or you're like, I don't like this shade, we'll just switch it. It's fine. So anyways, Comet Match, I'll tell you what shades to get and help you build a palette of your own. You can text me. That is I pinned my comment. It says Comet Match, or text me. That is a real actual text number that I have so that I can whatever. But anyways, yeah, go to my, Comet VIP, go to my Facebook group, and be on the lookout for announcements that may or may not be coming about something on Wednesday. If they tell me to keep one more secret, I'm going to walk to Utah and I'm going to yell at them. I won't yell at them. That's not nice, but whatever. Anyways, Comet Match to get your shades, and please let me know what I can do. Like, I will do anything stupid to show you how to wear your makeup, because I feel like we all deserve to feel confident. Not enough of us do, and I'm sick. I'm over it. I have felt no confidence for 40 years. I'm over it. So I hope that you feel confident here. Okay, I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye.